Hey everyone! Today's ranking for Love Live All-Stars UR costumes is focused on none other than Hanamaru Kunikida. Hanamaru was the only Aqua character to receive her 4th Fez card, which means that she has an extra recolor as well. In general, Hanamaru's selection of costumes was pretty nice, but I did find that they got stuck in a rut when it came to her limited cards. All but one of Hanamaru's limited costumes are either pink or blue. One of her recolors is yellow, but only one. So in that respect, I find her limited costumes a little disappointing as I wish they would have branched out more for her. Hanamaru looks so cute in colors like yellow and purple, but thankfully her general costume pool was a little more varied and she has lots of adorable costumes, so let's talk about them. Dreaming Sheep Pink Recolor. This was the recolor for Hanamaru's initial UR. It's in last place mostly because I don't think that the recolor does anything for it. The combination of light pink, mauve, and black doesn't really go that well together, and I'd say that this is probably one of my least favorites for the initial UR pink recolors. Dreaming Sheep. This is Hanamaru's initial UR. Admittedly, I never really understood why they chose this costume for her initial UR. Although Hanamaru looks cute, that's more because she looks cute in everything. I think there would have been much better costume choices for her, and that they did her a little dirty here. Hanamaru in Wonderland Blue recolor. I like this costume, but this particular recolor was a real disappointment for me. Hanamaru's original Fez 2 is light blue, so for the recolor all they did was make it a slightly darker shade of blue. I really hate when they did that, as this costume would have looked really nice in purple, green, yellow, or even white. It just seems like a waste. Pure Nurse Pink recolor. This was Hanamaru's Fez 4 recolor, and it is also disappointing to me as it was yet another pink recolor for her. I might have liked this costume more if they had chosen another color for her. Where All Stars was ending, I really feel like they just phoned it in overall on this particular UR. Pure Nurse. This is Hanamaru's Fez 4. Not only is it another blue limited card, my other complaint with this costume is that it doesn't feel special enough to be a limited card. I've often wondered to myself if this was meant to be part of an event trio set, and they just repurposed it as her Fez 4 at the very last minute. An Alluring Devil. This costume is just okay to me mostly because I don't feel like it fits Hanamaru's character that well. I do like the blue trim that it uses, and her side ponytail is cute, but overall this costume just doesn't do that much for me, and I think it would have been better served going to another girl. Weather Wizard. This costume always felt a little basic to me. I wish that they had used the teal color of the scarf around her neck more, as I think that would have made this costume more interesting. I do like the white ribbons trailing from her outfit, but overall this is a pretty forgettable costume for me. Year of the Tiger Unit Assemble. I like the red they used in this costume because Hanamaru doesn't get a lot of actual red costumes, but overall this costume is just okay to me. I don't love her puffy shorts, and overall I think there could have been more done to make this costume stand out more. Pure White. The white and blue of this costume looks pretty on Hanamaru, but I do wish that they had given her a skirt or dress instead of the shorts. I like how they braided her hair here. It reminds me of the Boku Michi SR costumes, and I honestly wish that they would use braids for Hanamaru more. The hairstyle kinda saves this costume for me. Maiden of Steam. This was Hanamaru's first kimono UR. I like the yellow and purple together, and I also like how they put Hanamaru's hair up in a bun, which isn't a style we see very often for her. The pink and purple ribbons in the back are also a nice touch. The Great Library Guard Pink recolor. This is Hanamaru's Fez 3 recolor, and yep, it is also pink. I have always thought this costume would have looked great in a deep green or a dark purple, and if they had done those colors, it would probably be much higher on my list. A Hanamaru Tail Pink recolor. This is the recolor for Hanamaru's Party UR. It loses some points for me, of course, just because it's another pink recolor, but I do like the overall costume for her, and I feel like the pink does look pretty good on it. At the very least, the pink doesn't look out of place. Forest Fairy. Hanamaru doesn't get green costumes much, so this costume stood out to me because of that. I love how they did her hair here with the little buns and the flowers trailing down. The little side cutouts keep it from being too boring, and I also really like her shoes and how she has the gold ribbons on her legs. A Messenger from Paradise. This is Hanamaru's Fez 1 UR. I've always liked this costume for her as I feel like it's a nod towards Hanamaru being in the Urano Hoshi choir, which isn't something that comes up a lot. It's also the closest thing she got to an angel costume in the game. The Great Library Guard. This is Hanamaru's Fez 3 UR. I thought it was refreshing that they chose to put her in pants here, as we didn't see that a lot in All Stars. This costume was a little more edgy for Hanamaru than her other limited cards, so that does make it stand out to me. It's also a little old-fashioned, but honestly it feels right up Hanamaru's alley. Hanamaru in Wonderland. This is Hanamaru's Fez 2 UR. It was her second kimono UR, but my favorite between the two of them. The flower pattern on her kimono is really cute, and I love her hair in twin tails. I have also always thought that the back of this costume had a nice touch, what with the clock and bunny on the back being another clear reference to Alice in Wonderland. Fierce Flash Lightning Girls. I like this UR way more than I originally thought I would, and I think it's mainly because of her jacket. The oversized pink jacket is such a great look for her. The full twin tails and cute skirt are just a bonus. This is my favorite UR out of the Fierce Flash Lightning Girls set by a wide margin. A Hanamaru tail. This is Hanamaru's party UR. I like how they braided her hair and how she's wearing glasses here. She looks super cute in glasses, so I thought that was a nice touch. You can also tell that they took inspiration for this UR from Hanamaru's outfit in the Mitaiken Horizon PV, which seems like a really nice illusion. Messenger from Paradise Yellow Recolor. This is Hanamaru's Fez 1 Yellow Recolor. I'm sure this will be a somewhat controversial choice, but this costume gets high points from me for being Hanamaru's only limited recolor that isn't pink or blue. I think the deep yellow looks really good with her hair and eyes, and I think it makes her look even more like a cute little angel than the original. Fall Kitchen. This was my favorite Hanamaru costume for a very long time. I just think she looks so adorable in this costume. I love the little twin tails in her hair and the pink plaid combined with the yellow apron and underskirt. I also like that they didn't go too far into the maid side of it. The costume isn't too much, it's just right. Even now I can't get over how cute this costume is. Sunny Sunny Flower. This is probably one of the few rankings where my favorite costume isn't a limited card, but I absolutely love this costume for Hanamaru. I love that it's her image color, that they incorporated so many sunflowers, and that they put her hair in a ponytail. I also like the blue ribbons around her arm, which match the blue ribbon on the front of her skirt. Just a really gorgeous and solid costume all around. Overall, I think Hanamaru's costume selection was pretty good. I appreciate how much they varied her hairstyles, because always having the same hairstyle is a little boring. As I've noted a few times throughout this video, they really could have varied her colors more, as they really did use blue and pink too much for her. However, I do think it's a nice touch that 2 of her costumes incorporated glasses, as that was something that we didn't see very often in All Stars. And one other thing I noticed while doing this video is how often they used Hanamaru's name in her costumes. They didn't really do that a lot for any of the other girls, so I thought that was pretty interesting that they did it twice for her. That's it for my ranking of Hanamaru's URs. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments below. Thanks for watching!